Hey folks, I hope you're having a great day, evening, night, whatever time it is. Welcome to the good, the bad, the awesome. This is Jimmy G in the place to be. We're gonna take a look at some cool stuff because this is what we do. We look, we unbox, we give our first reaction to all things pop culture, mainly Star Wars, Transformers, anime, McFarlane figures sprinkled in with everything else. So if you like that kind of stuff, why don't you come along on this ride, hit that subscribe button, do it. I think you're gonna like it. And if you're already subscribed, thank you so very much as we march to more than 1,000 subscribers. We're looking to that 5,000 by the end of the year, but we do have our 1,000 subscriber giveaway, so don't forget about that. But today we are going to go to the world of the McFarlanes and go and look at some DC figures, and we're going to specifically look at Black Manta. Very cool evil dude. So let's go to my lab and take a look and see what Black Manta is all about. We are taking a look at the Aquaman Black Manta. Very cool looking right here in the package. This is one of those that you're like, man, do you take it out of the box or do you leave it in? Because it has a very cool look to it. If you don't know much about Black Manta, he's from DC Comics' first appearance, Aquaman number 35 in 1967, created by Bob Haney and Nick Cardy. His alter ego's names is David in New Earth and David Milton Hyde in Prime Earth. He is a human who's got all sorts of cool abilities, like genius level intellect. He's a skilled swordsman in hand-to-hand combat. He has high-tech armor, which gives him superhuman strength, optic blast, hidden weaponry, and artificial gills. But he is a nemesis of Aquaman. So here it is. Here is the package. It looks gorgeous. It's got the comic book in the back. This is one of those page punchers and everyone is falling down. And this is one of those page puncher thingies. And then the side, the back, we get an Aquaman number 1, and then this right here, and then the bottom right here. I picked this up at Books A Million for about $25. That's what he's gonna run you anywhere that you go. If you can find them on sale, that is great. Sometimes you can find these McFarlane figures for a good, decent price. But let's do this. Let's get him out of the box and onto my table. Wow, I was on the struggle bus on that packaging. Couldn't get it out if it saved my life. Or to save my life, there it is. But here he is out of the box. As you know, with McFarlane figures, they usually have anywhere from 22, 24 points of articulation. What you get in the box, you get the Black Manta card, which is really cool. What I loved that they did with these page puncher thingies is this stuff wasn't like glued to the box. It was all taped, so that way if you're collecting comic books, you can keep everything looking really good. You also get the DC stand, the normal thing that you normally get with all these McFarlane figures. And then here is the comic book. I'll probably remove this and put it in a new bag on this. So DC Aquaman number 1. Very cool cover. Love it. And then we have his weapon. Get a weapon right there. His nice little staff, his weird looking spear, and then Black Manta himself, which he looks wicked awesome. I am a sucker for things with swords or blades, and he has a lot of them. And so let's bring him in closer. I'm going to pop my camera up a little bit, and we're going to bring him in here. And there is his face. Very cool, very awesome looking. I mean, just overall great feeling plastic, really cool details here. McFarlane did a really great job on this. What I think they do, McFarlane does a good job on, is if people have like helmets and stuff like that, I think, you know, that's a no-brainer. But when it comes to faces, that's a little tough on those. But This looks awesome. He's got a nice tush there, tight like a turtle, and then we got some red highlights here and things like that. So really great looking. I haven't seen the new Aquaman movie, so I don't know how good it is, but this is him. And so articulation wise, head does spin, but you have this kind of does keep it from going 360, and so you can bob that up and down. Arm, you have this double kind of joint movement there, so you can kind of get that really in. You can spin that around, and then you do have you don't have really, you have a little bit of spin here, but this armor kind of gets in the way, and you have some spin on the wrists. Don't get any extra wrists, so there we go on that. And then you do have the ab crunch and then the lower waist crunch too as well, and that does spin as well. And then from the legs, don't really get the Jean-Claude because it just kind of is there like so, but you do get a kick up and double jointed knee, so you can get that bend there, and you have the toe bend, the ankle, and that movement there. And so yeah, there we go. That is it from an articulation standpoint. Standing pretty well on his own right now. That's great. Sometimes I usually have trouble with McFarlane figures standing, but from a size standpoint, we'll bring in good old Blade. There you go. That's how big he is from a size standpoint, but really digging this figure. And I'm going to give you kind of a rotisserie kind of view of it here. And so there is the front, the side, the back, the side, and the front again. But just that, I just love it. I think it looks great. It would be cool to mod this to where you can have these eyes glowing. That would be wicked awesome. Maybe get some like glow paint or something like that and just put it under a black light. Now they have a black and white version of this, which looks really cool. I don't remember if I got that one or not. I don't remember at all. I'll have to check, but the black and white line edition of this looks phenomenal. So let's get his spear in his hand here. Something I wish you could do, I wish you can remove these blades here so that way they're not there, and I wish this one came with extra hands, but it does not. Come on. Sometimes it's this plastic is kind of hard right here to get that in. Get it in. Oh well, I'll get it in here in just a moment. But that is him in a nutshell, Aquaman's nemesis, and we got the whole Aquaman series, so we'll get Aquaman out here in a little bit, and Aqualad and Ocean Master and all those guys too as well. But yeah, I'm digging him so far. I think he looks great. I think he's got some good movement. The paint job looks really good. There's no like overspray. Really good job here, McFarlane Figures. I really dig this one. So let's bring in some other figures for comparison. I think I got a nice little crew of folks here to kind of compare Black Manta to. And so we have Legacy Windblade, one of my new favorite figures. Jujutsu Kaisen SH Figure Arts Yuji Itadori, 3.75 inch Ahsoka Tano, 6-inch Black Series Balin Skull. I've got the Batman Nightfall edition right there, and then we got the 5-inch Zenitsu. So here you can kind of see how he scales. Of course, he's going to scale best with his McFarlane counterparts. I can't wait to get Aquaman out so we can kind of have them battle and duel and do all sorts of cool stuff like that. But this is how he looks for scale. So very nice, very awesome. So let's get back together for some of my final thoughts on Black Manta. All right, let's talk through Black Manta. And there he is one more time. This is probably the pose I will keep him in. I think this figure just looks and screams very cool. The black stealthy look. I mean, of course, it's called Black Manta. What would you expect? A white outfit? But just, I think what would be cool is if these were like LED and they could light up to kind of show off that his like laser eyes, that would be awesome. The other thing I found out, these swords do come off. So, so there we go. So you don't have to kind of fight around them, but I think I'll keep it on with the spear and everything too as well. But love the detail, love the all black look, the feel of this. I mean, Black Manta, just such an iconic villain against Aquaman. And like I said, we'll be reviewing Aquaman here soon. on that. So, but on a scale of good, bad, awesome, I'd give this one I'd say this is awesome. I really enjoyed this figure, and I think it'll look great on my shelf, and I think it'll look great on your shelf. And you can find them in your local retailers. I think it was around $24.99. You may be able to find them on clearance or things like that. But yeah, I got him at Books A Million. That's where I found him, and I was like, I've got to have this one. And then, of course, like I said, there's a black and white gold label variant of it, which looks really cool. And so this is awesome. I love it, I love it, I love it, and I think you would love it too. So in the meantime, thank you for listening, and I encourage you to stay with us as we continue to review things that are good, bad, or awesome. And y'all remember, as we leave you, to stay young, have fun, and be awesome. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye now.